Yes, let there be joy in the home. Right? But some homes are like battlegrounds. There will be a lot of abuse, loud and hostile words, ridicule and anger. Okay? May it never be. Because we have often heard, be ever be humble. There is no place like home. The home need not be a mansion, but it is a relationship of each family member to the other, where the will of God rules and governs, and everyone is committed to Almighty God. Home is where everybody counts, everybody is respected, where forgiveness is offered, and the word I'm sorry may often be heard because it is needful, right? And the primary duty of parents is to provide such things for the children: guidance, advice, counsel, even a rebuke are all vital elements as we bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. Remember the story of the prodigal son, as recorded in Luke chapter 15? This prodigal son, remember, he wanted his share and went to a far country, and he was so broken-hearted that he was staying in the pig's pen in a foreign land. And he was stripped of everything. Everything. His self-image, his self-belief, everything. Money, everything. Everything except memories of home. Remember he was saying, when he came to his senses, Luke 15 verse 17, he said, how many of my father's hired men have food to spare? And here I am starving to death. He has memory of his home, when everybody has enough, right? And enough to spare someone. Okay? He has a memory of that. The voices of parents stilled in death can, even through the years, speak more clearly than even in life. My late father has passed away long ago, but I still remember some of the advices that he gave me, still ringing. That's how we can influence our children's children. How important it is to make your home Christian. Yes, it's important that we leave behind them not just material things, but something that will uplift us and them and them. There will be the hour, the final hour, when my children shall view my physical body for the last time. Then possibly more than ever, will the importance of heritage have meaning to them. I will have transmitted something to them, and they will have acquired from me a legacy. What kind of legacy will I have provided for my loved ones? As I grow in age, with more white hair, I think of this often. And more often as the years pass by. And I believe many of you also share the same concern. What will I leave for my children? In my course of my work, I also help some of my customers to plan for the so-called business succession. You know, a lot of traditional Chinese people, they slot and give the whole life to build out a business from rag to riches, right? And then they want to give it to a successor. It may be a son, it may be a daughter. The business succession plan must be in place before they pass on. What about something that outlive that factory? What about something that outlive the shop? What about something that outlive the practice, the firm? Right? Many people are concerned about how much money the children may get from them as heirs. Also, I want to put in my will. That may be alright. Perfectly alright. In fact, we need to prepare that. Okay? As we need to do things decently and in order. But then we neglect the greater matters. Things matter most. Must not be at the mercy of things matter least. All these things will rot when moth and dust will gather. Right. What about things more eternal? Right. Yes, God has provided for His children an inheritance, incorruptible, that faded not away, reserved in heaven. Let us leave our children, okay, this hope of inheritance. Yes, parents, fellow parents, I leave these final thoughts with you. Have you considered the inheritance you will leave? Will you be something lasting or temporary? Will you be material? Okay, only. Or also include something spiritual. What are the good memories of home? What about other items? You will leave them. But what? This is my sharing with your parents. And I will finish. How about children? Children. I'm also a son, right? I'm also a child to my mother, right? There are many things mentioned in the Bible about relationship, about husband with wife, about parents with children, about between siblings. It's a wonderful book. It's a wonderful book. The Bible is a wonderful book, right? It's all there. But sometimes we do not just have the time to really sit down and study. So when there is a lectureship where the brothers all will gather together for 4 days and 5 days to study, I think we need to grab that opportunity. We need to plan our annual leave to make time for that, right? Otherwise, as I mentioned, things matter most should not be at the mercy of things matter least. What is uppermost in our mind? What are our priorities? Seek ye first the kingdom of God, remember? Right. In closing, I want to talk to fellow children, right? On the part where it mentions in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 4, children, honor thy father and mother. There's a very beautiful research done by one brother Philip Van Winkle in this lectureship, okay, entitled Honor Thy Father and Mother. Right? I just want to read it to you and read it at that for you to ponder as children. Brother Philip mentioned, as I sat one Sunday morning in a Bible class, the teacher was giving a talk regarding parents and children. And the question was asked, what do you young people think that parents should do as pertaining to raising children? How do parents talk so that children will listen? After a few minutes of silence, one student raised his hand and said, I think if parents would treat us as equals and speak to us in that manner, it will be easier to listen to them. I waited for the teacher to say to this young man, you need to understand this. You are not equal with your parents.